Good evening and welcome. Good evening and welcome back to the Jimmy Cheese channel. Just back from the football, and what a night! That was quite fabulous in the end. So I don't really know where to start because that's the kind of game that we have all absolutely been begging for. Just it seemed to start quite slowly. Finn Azaz scored with the first shot of the game, and then it carried on. And Matsuki got one just before the break, but that little bit in between just seemed so dull. I thought it was going to be us trying to get another 1-0 win. It just went on and on and on, and it was that sideways backwards. And I was saying to my mate Chris, and I was like, "Here we go again." And I they shut me up completely. So we had their half time, and I thought, okay, well, this is all right. And we were kind of looking at who's warming up, what's going to be going on. And we thought maybe Azaz would be coming off, and maybe he was the right one to pull off. But I was wrong, completely wrong, because he was pulling literally all the strings, and he was doing it quite quietly for a large part, apart from obviously his goal. He was just absolutely impressive. But who was more impressive was Leo Cienza, and I was fearful that we were going to make a 60th minute sub and take Leo off, and that would have been quite devastating because he showed how class he was in that game. Him and Matsuki just absolutely doing fantastically. I can't believe it. So Carl Larin stayed on. He didn't make any unusual subs, and all the subs that he did make were perfect. Uh, and again, the way the team was set up was a little bit strange. It was a little bit different to how we have been seeing it because, after the last game, I was saying, I wanted to see Bree overlapping, and the same for Manning overlapping, so we weren't so wide with Leo and that on the wings. But what we saw was James Bree actually really far up the pitch, and cutting inside. It was just strange. Like it seemed like a few of the players had a lot of creative freedom, Matsuki especially, and boy did it pay off because I don't know what was going on with QPR tonight, but I expected a lot more from them. They had a good following of fans, but unless Saints absolutely were just incredible and Tonda had his tactics spot on, but QPR were very quiet. They didn't have anything at all really going forward. I mean, Saints, I thought, dominated that game, but it was only 57, 58% possession in the end, which I'm really surprised about given how well they were doing. But there were times when we were sat back a little bit, but we were sat back with all the players behind the ball. Um, so Carl Larin up the pitch, although he didn't get a goal, he was so important to that team tonight. He was just incredible, like holding up the play. He was knocking balls on. He was making some really good touches and then moving into another position. And I thought, get back into the middle, get back in the box. Again, I was completely proven wrong by how they were all playing, and it was just different to that last game at Charlton. And I just felt like they were like they're at their ruthless best, if I'm honest. Like they were sharp tonight. The passing was sharp. I haven't seen the percentage of passing, but it looked fantastic. There were a lot of fans missing from that game, and they really missed out. And I don't really like an 8 o'clock start, but I mean, I think that's one of the first games that we've won at home like that for such a long time. I can't remember when it was. It was like it's got to have been like when we're in the championship or something like that again. Like, uh, but 5 goals at home. I think that's eight non-losses. St Mary's has become a fortress like they were hoping to do. I can't even get my words out. It was such a big night, and yeah, it was just absolutely fantastic occasion. And I think a lot of people will be really glad that they went tonight. And I certainly know that there are a few that were umming and ahhing about whether they should go. But from start to finish, they were absolutely fantastic. The whole team. I couldn't fault a man tonight. they were just brilliant. And I really hope that that's something that they're going to continue, because we're now up into seventh position. We really do stand a chance at promotion playoffs for sure. Um, and I really think that we can kick on. The next couple of games are crucial to that. But I am so pleased with that team tonight. I just cannot say a bad word. I thought the linesman was a bit naff. Thought the ref was a bit naff. There was a lot of pulling and pushing from QPR. I haven't seen the highlights back, but whether we gave it a bit ourselves. A couple of really strong challenges tonight from Flynn Downs and Harwood Bellis and Stevens. Just front to back, brilliant. Just absolutely brilliant. And I want to say a big well done and thank you for for showing us all that we're wrong, really. Just great. So anyway, the match vlog will probably be out tomorrow morning at some point, 8, 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. I'll get up early and do that. And yeah, just brilliant. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll catch up with you in the vlog. Let me know. Oh, by the way, let me know who your man of the match was in the comments, because listening to BBC Solent on the way home, it sounds like it was Leo Cienza that got it, but I mean, he was just incredible. He was incredible, but I do think Matsuki did very well as well. Very pleased with him, and Finn Azaz in the end. So, but Leo Cienza is just different class in this league, I think, and yeah, just fantastic. And what an uplifting spirit that guy is. So.